Clark. Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey,
Hello.
Clark.
Hey.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, bud.
Hey, guys.
Hi, welcome back.
Hi.
Why should you be our roommate?
I am tall.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I always tell the truth
Oh,
unless it's really awkward
okay.
and it makes
Fair,
me
fair.
really uncomfortable.
Great.
Pick your feet up, Kyle. You're on blocking.
You're on my cord.
You're on his cord.
What?
Yeah, he was trying to fix it.
Oh.
You're still on it, but now it's your butt and not your shoes.
Okay.
And
I'm sorry, Clark. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
It's
Go
okay.
ahead.
It's okay. I have a third thing to say.
You couldn't wait 10 more seconds for him
I
to
have
be
a
done with his
third
intro?
thing to say
He was
now.
he was reaching for it now. I'm a good friend
Thank you,
Okay.
Maggie.
and roommate.
There's truth.
Yeah.
And I have the politeness of like the son of a baron, who's like rebelled. So I have I'm polite enough.
You were
Well-
you were raised in like society. So you have
Oh, but I hate
but
it.
you don't
man.
you don't want that.
But I'll do it.
But I know how.
Because
Do
Makes
cosplay
my
tell,
mom
son of
happy.
Baron. You're in for the week. Let's get to the show. Everything is going to be alright.
Welcome to Roommate Lovers, a podcast where a couple gives you a couple pieces of advice. He's Kyle and he's no Moon.
She's Maggie, and if she was a Sith Lord, she'd be Count Dooku because she's always losing her head. Oh,
So
jeez.
dumb.
Cool it there, Maggie, okay? You don't have to
God.
get your anger all out.
Right, that leads to fear.
And fear leads to podcasting, which is how we
Yes.
got in this mess to start.
100%.
Yes.
If we were not afraid, we wouldn't
have a
have a
podcast.
podcast, folks.
Yes, I feel bad for us, but you know who I feel good for? You, the room rat out there.
Yeah,
Or should I say the
womp
room
rat.
womp rat. the room womp rat.
This is we're going to call it Diet May the 4th episode.
Why diet?
Because it's not, we don't go all hardcore into Star Wars.
No, but it doesn't have to be hardcore. This is our May
diet.
the 4th episode.
This is our May the 4th
But
episode.
we also,
Diet.
we don't just do Star
Diet.
Wars stuff, is what Maggie's saying.
Sometimes we do Lord of the Rings. Sometimes we do.
Are you talking about in general or this episode?
Oh, all.
Okay,
of
yeah.
it.
Great
No,
job,
in general,
Maggie. Just
in general.
describe the whole podcast. Why don't you?
Yeah, that's why we do. That's what we do. So, just since this is our May the 4th episode, just a simple reminder for everyone out there that the music in the cantina scene in A New Hope is canonically known as jizz music. George Lucas wrote down the genre of music this is called jizz. J-I-Z-Z. It's jizz.
It just is.
It just is.
It's jizz.
Jizz. It just is.
So happy May the 4th week
May the
to
4th.
all of you if you're listening to this. Okay, I'm getting a special bulletin
This
apparently.
is a special bulletin all the way from a study done in the 1980s, but it's breaking news to me because I
Okay.
just learned it.
What?
Kyle, did you know this?
No, I can safely say that I don't know.
Apparently, a study was done in the 1980s in Germany
Yeah.
that found
Heard of
that
it.
men who kiss their wives before they go to work live on average 5 years longer.
I have heard something like
You've
that.
heard
yeah.
this?
Mhm.
Not only do they live 5 years longer, they make more money, as in 20 to 35% more
Whoa,
money.
hey, hang on. How many kisses should I do?
They use less sick time, and there's less chance of being in a car accident.
Okay.
So every time you go to where you try to run away, you try to be like, bye,
I don't
baby.
try to run away.
Yes, he tries to
No,
run
I
away, and I'll be
don't.
like, wait, I gotta give you a little
Okay.
kiss, and you're welcome. This is all to say you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. So is
Mm-hmm.
it me having to kiss you or can you kiss me? Does it say which, who's doing the leg work? or
Honestly,
who's doing the lip work?
I think we're both doing the lip work. But what's sad to say is I didn't see the woman's perspective on this. Does it take the 5 years from my life?
Yeah,
Does it take the
that's
money
really
from
good.
my income?
Yeah.
Am I gonna get in a car
Yeah.
crash?
Yeah. So that I'm just trying to save you. If I ever I'm hurrying out the door, it's to consider
I'm like, wait,
you.
take my life force. Mwah.
Yes.
I do get sick a lot more often than you do.
What, you think that's because you
Yeah,
kiss
well,
me?
it says
What
that
are you
if
saying?
no, it says in the study that you get less sick time if you kiss your wife before.
Oh.
So I think I absorbed yours.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's too bad.
It's too bad, but I give it to you freely.
Well, that's some study, Maggie. Thank you for bringing
you're welcome.
relevant information to the podcast.
yeah. I just thought that'd be a perfect study to bring up on our May the 4th episode.
Yes, we're nothing if not timely with our studies from 40 years
so
ago.
That's that. You know what else isn't fair? I feel
From
like
Germany.
if lizards get to climb up walls, why shouldn't I?
That is a great question.
I see lizards on their wall all the time. They just let me just go straight down.
Yeah.
Not fair.
I would like it if you could climb up a wall.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be not bad.
It doesn't
not too
seem
shabby.
fair. It doesn't seem fair.
No.
What do they have that I don't have?
Tails.
I could get one of those, no problem.
Really?
Amazon. Yeah.
Amazon?
Not a problem.
Okay, I actually have a quick Star Wars thing before we get to our roommate.
Finally.
And, it's
oh, you know what? I'd love to play, but I was going to go to Tashi Station to pick up some power converters.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, just real quick before you do that.
Okay.
This will only take a moment.
Oh.
We've done this before.
You're saying I can have fun with my friends when I'm done with my chores?
Yes, you can have fun with
What
your
does he
friends.
say?
when you're done with
Waste
your chores.
time. You can
You
waste
can waste time with your friends when your chores are done.
Uncle Owen!
So we've done this on the show before. I think we called it dad jokes. So here we go.
Oh.
I have some Star Wars dad jokes.
Oh, spicy.
All right. So I got 3 coming out the gate for you. Here we go.
Okay, thanks, Dad.
What's the least expensive Sith that you can buy?
The least expensive Sith that you
Yeah.
can buy?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably gonna be Darth Free.
Darth Maul, because he's half off.
That's so good.
Why did the
I'm-
Jedi return his videos to the Tatooine Blockbuster?
Why did he?
Yeah, why did the Jedi return his videos to the Tatooine Blockbuster?
Because that's the right thing to do.
Because they were due back.
Shut up.
Like
These
the
are-
big animals.
These are,
the
I know what a
dewback?
dewback is. They're not. Dad jokes aren't supposed to make you actually laugh.
What fashion, this is the last one, what fashion/celebrity magazine did Anakin Skywalker love to read as a teenager?
Oh no. It's a fashion/teen magazine.
Fashion/celebrity magazine. As a teenager, what did he like to read?
Oh, I don't know what, Kyle.
Palpatine Vogue. And that has been your
So
Star Wars dad joke.
No. The crowd's loving it.
crowd's loving it.
Wow, just like at the pod races.
And I'm loving our roommate this week.
Oh, me too.
He's a great guy, a great friend of ours.
Mhm.
He's a comedian, a writer, a filmmaker, and he's part of Make It Up Media.
Yes. Which
we're-
is the father of this podcast.
the father, the Darth Vader, if you will, of this podcast.
Mhm.
Yes, they were supposed to
Yep.
destroy the Sith, not join them.
Not join them, but we
but,
did.
But Make It Up Media
Yeah.
did join the Sith.
Yeah.
And it was a great time.
I'm
It was
just
half
saying,
off.
like, would it be that bad to live under empirical
Would
rule?
it be that bad?
Would it be that bad to live under empirical rule?
No, I mean they seem to. I think they have good health care. I'm
order.
sure. I'm almost positive the Empire has universal health care.
They must.
They must.
There's no way they don't.
There's no. I mean that's probably why they took over.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. Think about it.
Yeah. Do we have an election coming up?
They have an election coming up. 2024.
Please, your vote.
Sheev Palpatine.
Oh, no.
All right. So with that, please help us in welcoming our roommate this week.
Clark Pavlik. Is that a quote from something we should know?
No,
You said Dukoth, pray tell.
Dukoth, pray tell.
Dukoth, pray tell?
that's pretty cool, right?
What does it mean?
Dukoth?
Dukoth?
I don't know. I just come up with these things.
Wait,
I'm
you-
basically like Shakespeare.
But normally they're words. No, I mean honestly, Clark, did you also have the vibe of like, oh, that's an important quote I should know?
I was like, oh, of course, Dorian Gray. Yeah.
Dorian Gray, do
course.
cause pray tell.
I feel
Yeah.
like Clark and I both kind of looked down like, yes, we know what that is.
What I'm hearing is that I have the commanding verbal presence where it just sounds like I mean something.
And me
Yeah.
and Maggie just desperately want to fit in.
Yes,
and,
and
not
we want
stick
to
out.
and like fit in
Any
intellectually.
cause. Yes.
Like I don't want anyone to think
Do
I'm dumb.
cause pray tell.
Dukoth, pray tell.
That's
D-
cool.
what does that mean
I don't
to
know,
you?
but I do love it. Right? It's cool.
Dukoth.
Dukoth,
I'm gonna
pray
Google.
tell.
I'm gonna
It's because he
Google
said he
the
was the
word-
son of a baron, and I was trying to say something fancy. I was trying to yes and it.
But what's Dukoth? Where did this come from?
Well, isn't like do koth? It's like the koth has come due.
What is
what
a
is
koth?
a koth?
Well, if you have to ask,
So do as it. Okay, so spell Dukoth for me. D-U-E.
I'm not gonna.
Is it
spell
D-U-E? Yeah. Dukoth.
Koth.
I'm not gonna spell. Look, it's
Do
just
tell.
it's an old term.
Yeah, I'm googling it here. It
Middle
just says old term.
Earth. No, mid ages. Mid ages.
Oh, middle.
Oh,
Mid
okay.
ages.
Huh.
Clark, you've been on the show before, but only in the intro. We did an intro
Yes.
with you,
Yeah.
and now you're here for the full
That was
week.
our. What's the word? Like preliminary interview
Yeah, it was
to
our
see if you
preliminary.
were. Yeah, it was
I'm
like the
so
HR
happy
person.
to make it to the second round.
Yes, yes, this is the second round. Hey, is your volume okay? Your headphones?
I don't know.
Okay. Can
How
you
about
hear
this?
yourself?
I
hear
can
this?
hear. Yeah, I'm getting sickly squirrel. Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Sickly squirrel.
You
That's-
speaking my
yeah.
language. You're
Yes.
speaking my language, baby.
You were here to help us with the March Maintenance. Thank you for your help.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
Who won that?
Oh, well,
Clark.
it came down to rules.
It came down to rules, and it didn't come down to anyone's emotions except Kyle's. Really,
I said
What?
if there was a tie, was it in your
It was
episode?
in
I
the
said if there was a
intro.
tie, that the tie would go to Richard Warren Sears.
Richard Warren Sears.
Oh.
In the event of any tie at any
tie
point
at all?
So,
So
it,
we
came,
had
it
a
came
tie.
down. It came down to two things.
Okay.
And one of
It was
them
actually pretty epic because
no was
it came down to two things.
If that's epic, then what is Lord of the Rings?
It came down to two things, and there was a tie for one of them. So Richard Warren Sears won that round, and then it was Richard Warren Sears versus the other person. And
I obviously was never going to pick Richard Warren Sears.
But I was.
No, who
And
was?
If it was a tie, which
Kyle
it would have
would,
been,
Clark.
then Richard Warren Sears. So Maggie had the choice of either picking him and
winning,
or
or
not
not
picking him,
and
because he's a
losing.
tie, he wins.
yeah.
Wow.
So I think we really figured out what it is to be rigged.
Kyle, you'd probably really like this guy I met, Kim Jong-un.
I think you'd get
That's-
along.
Okay, first
Hey,
of
you
all,
met Kim Jong Un?
I'm not like
In
him.
pa-
Second,
in
where did
passing,
you meet
in
him?
passing.
In passing. At the Pack Theater. The Pack Theater in Hollywood.
His house team
Yeah.
was.
His house team was actually pretty good.
Oh,
He was a
my
writer
God.
for a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was a writer. He wasn't a
God.
performer. He's more of a behind-the-scenes guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he do that one about toilets that I loved? That sketch about toilets?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You're thinking of...
What was it called?
It was called
Yeah. What was it called?
Kimmy's Toilets?
Yes. That it must have been him.
Yeah,
Kim.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
That does track.
Yeah, that
That
tracks.
does
Uh,
track.
Kind of a narcissist.
oh God.
Artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clark.
Yeah.
What color lightsaber would you have?
Ooh.
I would want green, but when I activated it, it would be blue.
Why? Why are you self-disappointing?
Well, just the green is what I would want, and then someone with authority
like a
would
surprise,
be like,
yeah.
"You're gonna
Why
take blue."
in this literal
get
fantasy
blue.
world where you are in charge of choosing the color?
I'm just setting myself up to not get my feelings hurt later on. All right. We just know it was gonna happen.
I'm fine with anything, really. It's fine. Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Oh yeah, blue's cool.
What do you got against blue?
I think it's fine. It's just the first one everyone gets.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
green is like Qui-Gon Jinn,
Yeah.
Yoda.
That's a good one.
That's the one I want. But
Yeah.
I get it. I'm not there yet.
You're
I'm
not there
even,
yet.
Even though I feel like I'm a 79-year-old man, like just inches from death,
Yeah.
I'm 27.
You got to get your hand cut off to earn that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can help you with that today.
Yeah.
It is May the 4th week.
The week of
So
May the
it's
4th.
apt to speak
And
about
May the
Star
4th
Wars.
be with you.
Although
May the 4th
today,
be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Of course.
It is not May the 4th as we are recording this or while
As
you
the
guys are
crow
listening
flies.
to. Yeah.
As the crow pods.
As the crow. I love that crow. That flies is the word that you specified and not crow, which it wasn't as the space crow flies.
What are we saying here? What are we saying?
As the womp rat.
We never know what
squiggles
you're
around.
saying.
Dukoff.
Tukoff Freitel.
It isn't May the 4th though. Right now it's May the 6th, which is May the Sith. Never. May the Sith.
Wait, no, this
never.
is not coming out May 6th. This is coming out before May 4th.
Oh.
So May
is this-
the 6th
Oh, well, we're
is
still
after.
very excited for
Then
May
we're
4th.
excited for May 4th, and when it comes around,
But-
celebrate that.
Maggie's not in charge of the release schedule. Sorry, guys.
No, just like Kathleen Kennedy.
Just like Kathleen
not in
Kennedy.
charge of the release schedule.
Yes, Maggie is the real Kathleen Kennedy over
I'm
here.
the Kathleen Kennedy of this podcast. Dukoff, am I right?
Dukoff, pray tell. Clark, I
Ouch.
can't help but notice that you have your field notes. Kudos on the
Ooh.
field notes. You have your field notes open.
Please don't look at that.
And it says, "Do not talk about the Unabomber."
Don't.
Huh.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, it just says that it's open to a page.
I just don't think it's good podcast material.
Okay.
Just literally scrawled in red.
Even
Says-
though I do
Can I-
think he probably had a lot of good points,
What?
but maybe not the best execution.
Okay, should we get to a
I
question?
think it's better. Kyle, sidebar. I think
Sidebar,
it's better,
sidebar.
I think it's better to appease him because he's
Okay.
living with us
Yes,
for the week.
we have to appease him.
Yeah,
We do that
so
thing
they-
where we laugh at his jokes.
Did my mail come in today?
Oh,
That's so funny.
I hope not. Good- Dear
Yes.
God. Dear
Yes.
God, I hope not.
Yes.
Let's do a question,
Okay.
Clark.
Mail bomber.
Yeah, that was what. Yep, that's what he did.
Yep.
Nice. You remember.
To be honest, I didn't mean to say mail bomber. I meant to say Unabomber.
What
Okay.
is wrong with your brain? It's got a loose wire, and it just takes syllables and makes them together.
I like this, Kyle. What time? It's 1:27.
It's 1:20.
Hey, I had a pink drink so far, and I've got this ice green tea from Starbucks.
Those are
Ooh,
both
he's
the
hyped
weakest.
up on
Not
caffeine.
those are nothing.
Yeah.
There's no hardly.
You know what? I was going to say this. I'm glad you brought this up. I went to Starbucks, and I ordered my drink, and I was like, "Hey, what's the bathroom code?" Got the bathroom code. It was for anyone out there. It's 1 2 3 4 5. If you want to use the bathroom in South Pasadena Starbucks. Went to the bathroom, did the 1 2 3 4 5, opened the door, which said vacant, and what was
Nope.
in there?
Nope.
But a peeing man.
No.
There was a man peeing,
Oh, no.
and so I opened the door pretty much fully, saw him peeing, and I was like, "Oh," and I closed the door. The ironic thing was,
Yeah.
you know what his job was? Security.
Oh,
Isn't that weird? You think security,
That is
they would
sad.
lock the door.
that is
People.
really sad.
Security would, they should secure the bathroom.
You saw a security guard
Oh, yikes.
peeing, standing or I need to
Standing.
know. Yeah.
He had like a vest on that said security and a huge duffel bag.
I thought
which
when
I
you said
imagine-
huge,
yeah.
I really thought
I was like,
we're gonna get the tea.
his package was insane.
It's bad.
This package was insane.
Oh, speaking of packages, Clark, if you have any, if you could forward them maybe to your actual address, that'd be helpful.
Yeah, don't get any packages shipped to
Yeah,
you.
we would be.
Oh no, I would never ship something to my own home.
No.
Oh, good. That's a relief.
Okay.
That's a relief.
Okay.
I'm living here.
Just to be clear, this isn't your home, though.
It's my home right now.
Okay. Yeah, we'll give you that. We'll give you that.
This one comes to us from alias Movie Master, where at the movies. My friends are all excited to go see new major movie. This happens.
Nice job.
This is like the 5th week in a row of
Yeah.
me stumbling on the first.
The first
What is
question.
it? Do I get like? Am I really nervous?
You're scared. It's okay.
I was just moving around.
Okay. My friends and my.
Oh my goodness! Wow. The bookkeeper
So sorry
stumbling.
to the person. The bookkeeper is stumbling to read. Whoever sent this in, I'm sorry for butchering it. Oh, ow! Sorry, I'll do better, Kyle. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh my god.
My
Clark,
friends
keep out of it.
Oh my
are
God.
all excited to go see a new major event movie about deserts and giant worms. Okay, so this might be an older question. Sorry,
It's not that old.
but they're
It's
all
not in
content.
theaters anymore.
Yes, it is.
No,
I
it's
just,
not.
Yeah, I
No.
just looked on my AMC A-List app.
Oh.
It's still in theaters.
Oh, thought it was gone.
Maybe not your theater.
Oh, I think it's streaming.
Oh, jeez, Maggie. I'm sorry. Okay,
Shut up,
keep
Kyle.
going.
But they're all content to wait entire weeks after release date to see it. It's like they don't care about spoilers or keeping up with the discourse. Will it hurt anything if I go see
discourse.
the movie? Is that funny because you don't know that word? And
Just
you're-
keep going. You don't have to address everything I
Will
say.
it hurt anything if I go see the movie by myself on release day and then go with my friends again whenever they end up choosing?
Great question.
I mean,
I think that's fine.
I think there's obviously that's fine. There's no problem.
But
here.
I get it because me and Maggie will make plans to watch something
Yeah.
together, like Bad Batch, and
the show Bad Batch.
and it just doesn't happen because we can't find the time, and then
know.
I don't watch it by myself.
well, yeah, because it's a special. That's like a special thing that we do.
yes, and
So
I
if-
love watching with
yeah.
Maggie, but we haven't found the time to watch the newest season. So I get like sometimes you plan for things, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to go see that new sand snake movie, and you know,
It's not the strike. We can say Dune.
oh shit, can we?
We're allowed.
Oh, it's Dune.
It's
Oh,
Dune.
it's Dune.
It's Dune too. It's Dune.
I thought it
Okay.
was Beetlejuice. So I get it because sometimes you make plans, and then it's like you want to see it with your friends because that's
Yeah.
the chummy thing, but you can't wait.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
here's what I think you should do.
Mm.
Because it sounds to me like your friends, like they don't have the fire under them to like go. They're like, we all want to hang out.
They don't have
We'll
the
go see-
worm under them,
They don't have the maker under them,
the maker.
making the spice and boiling the sand.
Mm-hmm. We
You
all
know
know-
Dune.
we
We've
get
all
it.
seen
Yeah.
Dune. We were all in the
I
room.
followed it perfectly.
We all sat in the same row as Colin Farrell watching Dune.
That's true. We did go see Dune too.
With his son.
With his son. They had a blast, let me tell you.
We're not going to dox.
We're
Colin
not going to
Farrell.
dox Colin Farrell. Oh, we're not going to talk about how he held the popcorn bucket right up to his face and then just stuck his tongue out and let some popcorn stick to his tongue and then snuck it back into his mouth like a snake.
Is that
we're not
true?
going to talk. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw it was 10 feet away
I'm
from
going to
me.
be honest. It does sound like Maggie's saying a true thing.
It
but
did happen.
Yeah.
I think she's riffing.
I'm not. I would never. I couldn't riff if I tried. I couldn't possibly. So here's what I think you should do. I think you should text your friend group. I'm going to see Dune on Saturday. Who is coming with me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Assertive. I like
you
it.
just say I'm doing this, right?
Dune.
I'm
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah. Don't ask permission. Just do
Just
it.
doing
I
it.
love going to see movies by myself.
So do I.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I think it's really underrated.
I agree.
I've talked to people where they're like they've never done it and they think it's crazy.
I know.
And I think
No.
they're crazy.
I think they're crazy. I
And
think
if
They're
you're listening,
nuts in the
Mom,
head.
take that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
My mom didn't say
Barbara.
that.
Yeah.
My mom didn't say
Rip
that.
her apart. No,
Yeah.
she would. I love it. I think it's great. I think going to restaurants by yourself. I think going
Yeah.
on a vacation by yourself. I think maybe having a marriage by yourself.
Mhm.
All
That
these
sounds
things
weird.
sound so fun.
Yeah, now you're thinking about it, I could do everything by myself.
Yeah. Yeah. I could do this podcast by myself.
I could do it
That's
easy.
a given. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a given.
Yeah.
That's a given.
Yeah.
I got a voicemail
Okay.
here.
Thank you, Kyle.
It's one, I've been saving this for a long time.
Okay.
It's from a former roommate, Ben Cummings. Let's dive right in.
Hi, everybody. This is Ben Cummings. I have a question. Been thinking about since the year 2001
Oh.
or 1990. What is the deal with midi-chlorians? Is the Force unknowable thing that binds all living beings in the galaxy?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a quantifiable particle that hangs out in your blood? There's Sifo Dyas and Darth Plagueis to have some control over midi-chlorians, so they're, yes, magical, ultimately scientific if you're talking about platelets and that kind of thing in a science fiction film. Anyways, take it easy.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
so,
Ben. Wow.
Yeah, midi-chlorians.
What's the deal with them? Clark,
Yeah,
your interpretation.
I know a lot of people have problems with the midi-chlorians.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't understand why people are upset.
Yeah.
Like, I get that, like, there's like this faith
Yeah.
aspect of the Force.
Yeah.
And kind of like this unknowing thing that kind
Sure.
of flows through us. But then, like, also, it's probably just a part of their nature. So there would
Yeah.
be some kind of,
Like
way to...
I don't understand how. I agree with you. I'm gonna say that I agree.
Yeah.
They don't bother me. The first Star Wars movies I saw were the prequels. So maybe I was
I don't remember
tainted
this.
from
That was
birth.
the first ones
Is
you
that
saw?
true?
Yeah, because I
Wow.
didn't see the original ones until high school, and I saw the
You saw
prequels
those in theater?
theaters, which was really like
Oh.
a year after they came out, like while we were abroad
Bahrain,
living. Yeah, in
Oh.
Italy. In Italy.
Oh,
Yeah,
in Italy.
yeah. And
That's
so, I
so
saw
funny.
those.
I didn't realize that.
So I've
I
never
forgot.
not known midichlorians, but I don't bump up against it as a Star Wars fan, going like that negates like the faith element. To me, it's just like another
Well,
part of the magic. Like I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think like
Everyone has midichlorians in them, I think, is
Yeah.
what the lore is.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
confusing.
yes.
I'm just,
the Force
it's
is
just
with
another
all of
thing.
us.
It's another layer.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm okay with it because, like, there's a
I'm
lot of things
okay.
in nature that we don't understand.
Yeah.
Either.
Dogs,
Right?
Dogs.
Dogs. Like,
big bears.
Yeah.
Do they
Why are
really love
so
us?
Big? Do they
love
us?
in general?
Love.
What is
Is
that?
it something we just make up?
Or is it
you know?
lovichlorians in your blood?
Oh, yeah.
Lovichlorians.
Or is it just sexual attraction?
Yeah.
You know?
Ooh.
Whoa,
It-
whoa,
it's-
slow
Clark,
down there,
please.
big boy.
This is a family
whoa,
show.
whoa.
I'm just saying the Force is kind of like horniness.
Yeah,
The
in a way.
Force is horniness.
Mhm.
May the
It's
Force
something
be-
that binds us. We all don't really understand us,
Yeah.
but we all have it.
Force
and we
choking?
must gain control of it.
I think what's important to remember is that even though Jedis are the strongest with the horniness, anyone in the Star Wars universe could potentially learn how to be horny.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an
That's-
important part. That's what we learned in Ahsoka. That's what we
That's
learned. That's
true.
part
Yes.
of the lore.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't find someone, to do the Force with, you could always do it Han Solo. You know?
Oh, I got a fact, actually. I don't know if you guys knew this. I got a
Yes.
Star Wars fact.
Please.
You guys know Jabba the Hutt's like little pal
Yeah.
that he's got?
You mean Salacious B. Crumb?
Yes.
Salacious
Okay,
B.
cool. I just found out his name.
Oh, you don't know his name?
Salacious B. Crumb.
Salacious B. Crumb.
B. Crumb is
Bikram.
the funniest thing
It's
a
very
great name
good.
ever.
It's incredible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If his name had been just Salacious, that's funny.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
If his name was Salacious Crumb,
Funny.
hilarious. Salacious B. Crumb, this is
The perfection.
this is perfection.
I think the
That's-
only thing funnier would be just Salacious B.
Salacious B is pretty good.
All right, Salacious D, we need you in here. No, I said B. I said B, please.
Hang on, what's this guy's name? I was just coming across this the other day. Like, it's like McCool, someone McCool.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is a great name, McCool. It's one of the people in the Cantina band.
Yeah.
Droopy McCool.
Yes, Droopy McCool.
He's the
Droopy.
big guy who plays like a clarinet looking thing.
he's this
Oh,
one.
yeah,
He
yeah,
looks
yeah,
He
like a
looks
little-
like his head is going over itself. You know,
Yes.
he's a crazy
Yeah.
looking guy. Droopy McCool. That's that
Hang
character's
on.
name.
That's
So
it.
good. Clark,
Yeah.
who do you think your favorite character is It's not a main character, let's say, in Star Wars.
Ooh, like what level though? Like a D character? Like
yeah.
Just
Salacious?
not like a main.
Like they don't have their own movie or anything like
Well,
that.
yeah, just not like the main. Not like the main 6. Like not like the main cast.
Right.
Who comes to mind? Who's your favorite?
Is the main 6 the cast?
Chandler, Ross, Rachel, Monica.
I see.
Yeah.
Right.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. Yeah.
Darth
I don't know.
Could I be wearing any more black?
Oh no! I want to write that really bad now.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So Clark.
I think I would have to go with. I'm forgetting his name though.
Okay.
What's the droid in Rogue One? I like that guy.
Oh, K2SO.
Oh, that's
K2SO.
I love that guy.
Love
Yeah.
K2.
Yeah.
That's a great
K2SO
answer.
is a great pick.
We have some art of K2SO
Yeah.
in this very
nice.
house
Yeah.
somewhere.
It's not up right
Can
now.
I
but
have
is
it?
here. No.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Maybe.
Clark,
We'll think about
Talk
it.
to me after. He won't notice.
thank you, Maggie.
You got it.
I think it's time that we should get to this week's trivia. All right, guys. So it is May the 4th week, as we have said too many times.
Yeah.
So I have some.
And again, may the Sith be with.
Yeah, May the Sith is not yet.
But it's
gonna catch on.
It's gonna catch up.
It's
Going to catch on. So we've been talking about trilogies, and this week is no different. We're going trilogies again. We're going OT, the original trilogy.
Okay.
So at the end of A New Hope, the rebels try to defeat the Death Star by flying through a narrow Death Star trench and targeting a small thermal exhaust port with proton torpedoes.
Yep.
Luke compares the size of the exhaust port to womp rats. How big is a womp rat?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Is it a meter? About 2 meters?
Okay.
Not much bigger than 2 meters? Or 4 meters? We're going to find out right after
Okay.
the break! That's impossible! We will be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Tauntaun Room Spray. If you thought your bathroom smelled bad on the outside, it's even worse on the inside. Don't worry. Use Tauntaun Room Spray.
Oh, my girlfriend doesn't like me, and she's gonna leave me. I just know it. Well, fear not, young Joe, because all you need is Kay's Kyber Crystal. Kay's Kyber Crystal rings will bring the woman of your dreams come hounding at the door. She's gonna go crazy for these Kyber Crystals. That's right, every kiss begins with K, and K is for Kyber Crystal. All right. Usually I say some stuff that's going on right here. I thought we could call this section like fridge notes, like, oh, what's on the fridge?
Ooh,
I've
fridge
tried
notes.
to use this terminology before.
Okay, I love it.
Okay.
Let's do
Yeah,
a
what
fridge
is
note.
it?
Do you have
Yeah.
just
like
fridge
criticisms
notes.
of things we're doing around the home?
No, just like things to share, personal updates.
I have something to share.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I had a call with a gastroenterologist.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell
Good
yeah.
start. Good start. Good start.
Yeah, we should insert like a rock, like. Thank you. And on the call, it was like a preliminary call with like a nurse, not even a real GI yet.
Okay.
And for people who've listened, maybe we've talked about this before. I've been having a severe acid reflux
Where is this going?
on and off for a year, and it truly started kind of out of nowhere. I'm only getting into detail; it will make sense
my
later.
goodness, this
it
is a
started out of
terrible
nowhere.
fridge
It's really
note.
bad to the point where it's really long. Sorry, it's more of a fridge like notebook.
Yeah, it's like a notebook.
flip through it.
You need a
Yeah.
lot of magnets to hold this up.
But I'm telling all this to the GI and being like, what's happening? He's like, well, we'll get you in. But in terms of what's going on, in our early 20s, we can kind of do whatever we want. But at a certain point, let me try and find the words that he said. At a certain point, our body starts to deteriorate. And I think this is your body beginning that deterioration.
That's what the doctor person said. The nurse
On
whoever?
the phone, I literally, my face, he's not there. My face is like the O emoji. I'm like, you can say that to me?
This he's saying, hey, by the way,
You're
Your body
deteriorating.
is deteriorating.
You're deteriorating is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But like,
You're not old by any stretch of the imagination.
But
you.
you're at the top of the hill.
Thank
It's
you.
just downhill now.
That's what I'm
She's
saying,
not
it's
at the top of the hill.
That's what the doctor said.
No, traditionally over the hill would be 40, and you know
No,
that's
is it
the
That's
top.
not what the doctor just said. And don't we just live longer because we just
100%.
suffer through more years?
And I'm sorry, you
Right?
should see the shit my grandma puts in her body. She doesn't have what I have, right? Like, look, you guys are the same age as Clark. You're a tiny baby. You're younger, but
Yeah.
still,
baby.
That's
still,
so
and like,
funny.
I can't stress hard enough. Like, this wasn't a slow thing. This was like something that started happening to me instantly, and like is a severe problem. And we've changed every part of my life. And he's like, "Well, I think you're just an old crone now."
Your
But I
body's
can't. Like, I'm
deteriorating.
sorry.
Amazing.
And I also do want to point out, like, it was a male doctor and I am a woman, and that does happen all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh, I
of,
read
like,
about that all the time.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
like guys just being like, "Oh, you're fine.
You're
And
fine. You're just old.
You're just probably not like fuckable anymore."
You're not really fuckable. I mean, we can if you want, but
But like, but I was like, I didn't stress it hard enough. Of like, I just was so shocked by that I was like, I don't think what's going on here.
yeah, I don't think that's what's
Whoa.
going on either. But it was a great fridge note.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, if you want to see Maggie deteriorate live in front of your eyes, if you haven't checked out her episode of Abbott Elementary, that's
My one line.
on-
Please don't
yeah.
call it my episode
No,
of
no,
Abbott
no. It's
Elementary.
your
It's
episode.
your
No,
episode. I
let's
mean, I
not
think
do
we're
that.
all thinking that. I know a lot of people who watched it just for you, so that's
I do too.
You're
Those people are
welcome,
very
ABC.
nice. Thank you. Yes, you're
yeah,
welcome, ABC.
pulling in the big bucks for
Yeah.
Mr. Broadcasting Company. Yeah,
I know NBC, right?
ABC.
ABC is gonna
ABC.
like look at their numbers and be
Yeah.
like, "Whoa!"
and
Yeah.
NBC is going to
NBC's
look
gonna
over at their
fucking
numbers and be like,
tank.
"Oh my goodness, we wish we had Maggie
Yeah.
Lyle Smith."
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank
Yes.
you so much. Thank you so much.
that's on my fridge notes. Another thing I have
Thanks.
here. These are just like things to like that don't really fit anywhere else in the show. Maggie ate my Oreos while I was out of town.
Yeah. Sorry, there was only a few of them. And it was for that audition, Clark.
Oh no, you had to
I had to eat Oreos
had
for an
to,
audition.
But she ate my Oreos.
yeah,
you
they
know?
were.
in your cabinet.
Here's the thing.
I know where the cabinet
Were
is.
the Oreos
Thank you.
purchased for the day that we screened the
No,
Abbott
they weren't.
episode?
I graciously shared them with everyone.
Oh.
If you're ever at Kyle and Maggie's house, go to the sink in the top left
No,
cabinet.
cabinet.
There are all the best cookies. All the best cookies are right there. He saves them all for himself, and then he offers only the bad ones.
Yes,
no, okay,
exactly.
guys,
Thank you, Clark.
um,
Thank you
we
for
go.
calling him out.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Here's the thing: is Maggie ate those for her audition, and
Yeah.
then she's like, "Oh, if I get the opportunity to go to this, I don't even know if I want to go because it's in New York and." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can go. I'm like, listen. So you ate my cookies,
Yeah.
and you don't know if you're gonna
Yeah.
take it if you get it.
Yeah. Because I'm just that cool. I
Kyle,
don't care.
It sounds
And I did it, and I smoked a cigarette.
A2 Brute, you know.
Yeah.
Kyle, the fact that people have to extend insane lies just to eat your cookies, I think might
I ate
be
it for
more of the problem.
An
Yeah.
audition.
Oh, but it's in New York, so I don't know if I could ever go to it.
I guess I'll never go. But yeah. Anyways, if you're looking for your cake, your entire birthday cake.
How long did you talk about the cookies when you found out?
We didn't talk about it long.
Really?
No.
How
No,
long?
It was like it was like a 3-day fight.
It was
four,
not a
four,
3-day
4
fight.
days. 4 days.
It was just
4-day fight?
It wasn't a fight.
Yeah, when it's
Maybe.
bled over onto your
He
creative
slept-
work
I-
too.
When I
It's
woke
bled
up.
over out of the creative work.
Yeah.
I'm so
well,
sorry.
everything does.
This is the dregs of the Oreo at the
Yeah.
bottom of the milk, and I'm not swallowing it.
Actually, Clark, we do need you to leave because Kyle has to sleep on the couch tonight. So
That's okay.
yeah, that's okay. You're gonna stay.
I'll sleep on the floor.
Oh, okay, great.
Me and Kyle will cuddle
Okay.
for warmth.
we
So,
gotta answer this Wampa.
Is it a meter, about 2 meters, not much bigger than 2 meters, or 4 meters?
I think
I feel like it's just not
Not
about
much.
not about 2 meters. Seems like the most ground.
I think it's not. I think I can picture Mark Hamill saying, "Well, that's not much bigger than 2 meters."
Yeah.
I feel like I can.
Also, it's
picture
so
it.
weird that there's 2 meters and not about 2 meters, and so I don't.
Which
Not,
one are you
those are
picking?
not about 2 meters. Not about 2 meters.
Yeah,
is
not
not
about
real.
2 meters.
No, I'm picking not much bigger than 2 meters.
Yeah, I say not about 2 meters.
Can you say it in how you think Luke would say it?
Well, it's not about 2 meters.
Maggie,
I would say, "Oh, well, it's not much bigger than 2 meters."
I have the clip here. Let's take a listen.
That's impossible, even for a computer.
It's not impossible. I used to bullseye womp rats in my T-16 back home. They're not much bigger than 2 meters.
Oh, not
I
much
knew it.
bigger.
I could picture
You
it.
got that was great.
The iambic pentameter of
Can
Star
I just
Wars.
can I just also point out that like when I pulled that clip to have here for the episode,
Mm-hmm.
I was shocked at how calm Mark Hamill said
Oh,
it
yeah.
because in my memory and mind, every
Right?
time I say it, Oh, I used to shoot Womp Rats my bigger than that.
Yes, every line.
Oh, Obi-Wan, no! Every
That's
line to
goes
me.
to Tashi Station and get power converters.
Uncle Owen, this droid's got a bad motivator.
So, and I love Mark Hamill. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, but that's how I always picture his lines.
I love when he sees his friend Obi-Wan Kenobi get killed, and he's like 300 feet away, and he's like, "No!" My friend. Yeah, it's been super awkward. Darth Vader was like, "Oh shit, his friend was right there."
Oh no, I'm so embarrassed.
I mean, did he die? He disappeared.
He
Did
died.
Yoda die? Let's talk about that. Why did Yoda die? It's my favorite Star Wars random thing. Yoda literally, this is the scene. Hey Yoda, I'm back for school. Okay, great. It's time for me to die.
Yeah.
What? And then he dies.
He just cuddles up.
He
and then
cuddles up. He's like, it's so great. I think it's so funny. He just dies and then turns invisible.
Doesn't Luke want to know something too? And Yoda just doesn't have the guts to tell him. And he's like, I'll just die.
I'd rather die.
I'll just die. I'll just die.
The master of passive aggressive.
It's so funny. I think it's great. I mean, it's my favorite film of all time. So, listen, I love it, but it is a very good moment.
He could have been a great help.
He could have been a great help.
Yeah.
And then he has the audacity to be like, and a ghost I could have been this whole time. Come on, Yoda. You couldn't have showed up.
Also, it sounds like the ghost could have been more helpful the whole
That's
time.
what I'm saying. You couldn't have showed up when Sheev Palpatine was attacking my boy Luke.
Yeah, you should have just died right away.
Stupid. Then he
And
could have been a
made
ghost.
everyone's life easier.
Swooshed around.
Yes.
Yoda, you should have just died right away. If you had the power to just die, you should have just died right away.
I know. As soon as the Wookiees started dying on Kamino, he should have been peace. I'll just die now.
You mean Kashyyyk?
I said Kashyyyk.
You said Camino.
No, I said Kashyyyk.
I don't know.
I heard.
Roll the tape.
Roll the
Roll the
tape.
tape.
Somebody roll the tape.
The Wookiees started dying on Kamino.
I was gonna go down.
Clark, do you have any suits?
What the fuck?
What?
Do you have any suits?
Are you trying to bully him into giving you
It's a question. I don't know why you guys are so. What is wrong
more
with
than-
society right
what?
now that we can't handle a question? This is what's wrong with your deteriorating
Hey
generation.
Kyle, do
Maggie?
you have any shirts?
Yeah, I got lots of shirts. I'm wearing one right now.
Kyle, do you got a hair comb?
I do. I had a wooden
Oh.
comb that broke, sadly.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
didn't hear about
That
that.
was from
I do have a suit. Yeah, I have two.
Where did you get your suits?
Men's Warehouse.
Men's Warehouse. Solid pick. There are many places you get suits, and I just wanted to play this clip
No,
for you.
no.
Just so we could talk
yeah,
about
he's
this.
dead, all right.
I don't like you neutered him.
Yeah.
I
No,
feel
I
like
didn't-
you neutered Blake.
Is this
think, first of all,
us?
where did you get the suit?
I got the suit at I
Not this
think at
again.
Macy's.
Not
Okay.
this
All right.
again.
Well, it looks good. It's a
Hang
nice
on.
little thing.
Maggie's
Black
talking
suit.
over it. Let's
a classic.
computer enhance
I got the suit at I think at Macy's.
Okay.
Or Sears.
All right. Well,
or Sears.
Not this.
So this is from Conan O'Brien
It's
Needs a Friend.
nothing. I mean,
a
you're
hit
just playing a
podcast.
podcast,
And
another
that's
better
Aaron
podcast.
Blay.
Who
One of the
is Aaron
producers.
Blay?
One of the producers, hilarious guy. And he's talking about where he may have got his suit. Let's listen again.
No,
Sears.
we
All right, well-
don't need to listen.
Listen, hang on.
Or Sears.
all right. Well,
Or Sears.
all right.
Or Sears.
All right. Well,
Or
all
Sears.
right. Well,
Wait. I feel like I heard something.
Do you hear it?
I think he says or Sears.
No.
Yes, Clark. Thank you.
No,
yes.
Clark.
That's what I heard too. Okay, so Aaron Blay,
What is
hilarious
Sears?
guy. Sears is a department store. It's a great store. Been
Sears
around
wa-
for
Sears was
decades
a
and
department
decades.
store.
Sears still is.
Sears was a
have the
department
list
store.
right here. Here we go. What
No,
is it?
I don't wanna hear the list.
Burbank, California, Concord,
No.
California, Stockton, California, Orlando, Florida, Gap, Washington, Braintree, Massachusetts,
Half
Plaza,
of
Los
them are
Americanos,
here.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Boy, are my arms tired from carrying the weight of all of Sears.
Why did you play that again?
I'm playing it because I want us to dive deeper in what we think this means.
Have you ever been to Sears?
For sure. Yeah.
What did you get?
I've gotten a lot of things, you know. Used to get shoes, pants. They used to have a lot of good Levi's.
Don't look at me like I. Don't look at me like.
Well, I realized I was using the past tense, but it's because
What?
Yep.
different things.
What was the last? So you haven't been to a Sears in a long time.
No, I have been very recently. The
He
one in
has.
Burbank, California.
What'd you get?
Well, I think I got a great time.
So you're just a Sears
Look,
pervert.
that's
yeah,
part
you're
of
just
Sears
you just
is
like
just
to
like-
watch. Is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Part
you
of
don't.
part of Sears is the experience. And let me ask you, Clark,
I'm
Lean
sorry.
in.
Did you also bump on the way Kyle was holding his body right there? It was really upsetting. It was like a creepy uncle. We don't even.
It's all turned.
Oh my god! Why is it
Clark.
this? Like Jabba the Hutt.
I had I had hands on both sides of my chest, leaned back.
Oh, but like spread
sort of
legs.
like a I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
kind of like Jabba the Hutt.
a bit
like
like
a
Jabba.
Salacious
yeah.
B. Crumb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like salacious.
Clark, lean in.
No, Clark.
Lean in.
You don't
both
have to
physically and sonically, please, to the
I'm
mic.
listening.
Please lean in. Are you a Sears boy?
I've never been to Sears.
You've never been to
I have never been to Sears. I have been.
Ally.
I have been to the Sears Tower,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
which
That's
I don't think
something.
there's a single Sears in that tower.
No, it's not. It's the company.
I know, but
Well,
that's,
they
that's
used to be
messed up.
headquartered
There
there.
should.
They
I
used to be
agree.
headquartered there.
I
They used to be
agree that
headquartered
there
there.
should be a Sears in a building named after
Absolutely.
the thing.
The guaranteed
That should-
rate field in Chicago, there should be a guaranteed rate somewhere in there.
Come on.
Which field is that? Is that Comiskey? Is that where the White Sox play? What is guaranteed rate?
I think it's this. Yeah, it's the.
Is it White Sox?
Yeah, White Sox.
That's what they call it now. I fucking
Guaranteed
hate that.
rate.
Yeah. Sorry, guaranteed rate. We fucking hate that.
Can you imagine going to work at guaranteed rate? You tell the Uber the wrong place, and you show, and you're like, ah.
That's
no, there's
embarrassing.
not even a guaranteed rate here. They're playing baseball. This isn't where I want to be.
At least if there was a guaranteed rate there, you'd be like, I went to the wrong guaranteed rate.
to the wrong one.
I met fill in the blank White Sox player. So
There we go. That there is great. I
That-
love the way he fill in the blank. You know,
Man, if there was like a Sears on like the 50th floor of the Sears Tower,
great floor.
Yes.
that would be
Yeah.
so good.
That'd be sick.
You've never been to a Sears?
I've never been to a
You
Sears.
grew up in the suburbs of Chicago, much like me,
Yes.
and you never went to a Sears.
Yes.
What is wrong with your parents? I'm sorry to say it so outright, but what
Yeah.
is wrong?
Mom, Dad, please, I'm asking the same question.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me?
why?
why-
Why did you fuck up so
All
bad?
right, you're just messing with me, right? You've been
no,
to a Sears?
I've never been to a Sears. I've been
Clark-
to a Kohl's. Are they close?
What
to
do
the
you
same
picture?
thing?
I'm gonna have you answer that question. When you picture, close your eyes.
Okay.
When you picture a Sears, what
Okay.
are you seeing?
All right. I imagine a sliding door
Okay.
that opens when I approach it.
Yes.
I
So
walk-
far, yes.
I walk in and I smell Kmart. And I hear Pocket Full of Sunshine.
Okay. That's pretty
And-
good.
I see mannequins.
What are the mannequins wearing?
So accurate.
They're wearing the classic Sears top hats. What? I don't know. What it,
Sears
is
did have a lot of top
you were
hats at
really
one
on
point, I'm
top.
sure.
You were really on top of it. I mean, it's not impossible they could be wearing top hats.
It's not
It's like a
implausible.
Kohl's though.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It-
think it's less like it's a little Colesy, but it's more like I don't know, like a
It's a department store. It's like a Macy's. It's like
but
a Kohl's.
It's like a penny. It's like a Penny's.
It's a great store.
was
We
like
can go
a little bit like
to the one in
off.
Burbank.
I will go.
There's nothing off.
Well, there's nothing on the
Listen,
second floor
so-
at all. It's an empty, vacant floor
So-
that Kyle doesn't have the. He's too much of a coward.
I'm guessing
to
you
share
don't
the
know
video
Aaron
of him
Blay, right? I
on
got
the
the
second
suit.
floor of the
Sears
Sears.
is gone.
I think at Macy's.
Okay.
Or Sears.
All right. Well,
Or Sears.
It's gone.
So he got his suit at Sears.
No, Kyle.
Or
he maybe
Sears.
got it at Sears.
Do you know Aaron Blay?
no.
Okay.
I have no idea.
We have to get Blay on the podcast
No.
before the end of the year.
I'm
This is what
sorry.
I've said, and I think this is a realistic goal. And I know he would have a Sears story.
I'm not sure that he's been to a Sears. I mean, it sounds like he has. If he's not sure where he got the suit.
Would be a Sears boy, and he'd have a Sears story, and he'd have respect for the show.
Let me say this. What an honor it would be to have him on the show. What a devastating career-ending move for him to come on this show to talk about
A launching
suit he
point,
may or may
really.
not.
Into Sears stratosphere.
My heart would stop, and I would just I would crawl into my coffin and just close my eyes and wait for death.
He'd probably get a free suit, you know?
Better Sears.
All right. Well,
Can you imagine
Sears. All right,
well-
making it to a point in your career where like someone that you've never met knows you, and then they like want to get you on their podcast
To talk
and
about-
be like, "I heard you went to Cane's Chicken.
Can you expand on that?
What did you get?"
Can we please get there? Can we go with you?
I
Yeah.
think this is a realistic goal. And
Did you get your suit at Cane's Chicken?
I think he'd be into it.
Put him on the phone.
I don't know. I don't know what to do about this. I mean, Kyle, I'm married to you, so I don't have a say. in anything that
I
goes
think
on.
I think this is a realistic goal, and I think we need to full force go back at this once again.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I brought this up a few weeks ago,
Yeah,
and I wanted
yeah.
to circle back, and I think we need to start asking guests if they know.
It doesn't. Okay.
Okay.
I see you've been
Okay, so
focusing on this Sears thing
I wouldn't
for
say hyper-focus.
how many months now?
Well,
Maggie?
it came up in the
So
fall.
Oh, in the
organically.
fall. In the fall.
Fall/winter.
We're getting close to a year now. Okay, so I
No,
want
not a
to.
year.
Doesn't Tony Soprano hyper fixate on animals?
Maybe. Kyle, you tell me. I haven't seen The Sopranos.
I think he does. I think he
Okay.
kind of, and it's kind of to distract from some moral conflict, right? He's kind of like, if he's moral to animals, he can feel fine about what he does to other people.
So
What are you
Kyle,
trying to say, Clark?
Well, I'm just saying, so you
Just say
go to the Sears in your free time, which is limited to my understanding. You're a busy guy.
Yeah.
And you go to the Sears, you don't buy anything.
No,
You just walk around.
I almost bought something.
What do you think about? What do you think about when you're there?
Honestly, I think about the past, and I think about
What year?
97, 98.
okay.
Okay. Why?
Think about going to Sears and all the good times with my friends, hanging
So you're
around the
in
mall.
the Sears thinking
Okay.
about being in a Sears in 97.
But I think we are getting somewhere. So you used to
Okay.
hang out with friends at Sears. So you and your friends used to be like, "Yo, let's
We
go
would
hang at
into
Sears."
A lot of times we go look at like the video game section of Sears.
Who
And I
are you-
told the story about how we got Resident Evil 2 for $3.25.
Who
I
you-
mean,
which was a new
That
game.
is-
that
that
was
is very good.
a steal.
That's a good deal. So they
Yeah.
have video games at Sears?
Oh yeah, they have everything.
Okay.
Everything?
Well, they're known for their tools and their appliances. And
Sure.
But
They're
they have
refrigerators.
Oh. Okay. I thought.
starting to click.
Well,
Hang on.
it is. I don't like this.
All right,
Clark
it's
has
starting
a
to
fire
click.
behind his
All right.
eyes.
All right.
What, do you have a
Oh.
Sears story you'd
I-
like to share?
I thought Sears just had clothes. So
No, that's
Okay.
They're
actually
known for their
yeah.
like tools,
Yeah.
their like appliances, Sears fridges and all that.
All
I
right.
think that is still a thing, even if they don't have.
Sears is where's the list? Sears
No.
is a thing. Concord, California,
No.
Stockton, California,
Stop it.
Burbank, California, Orlando,
just
Florida,
saying.
Union, Washington. It's all a thing.
Kyle just said those from memory. I'm not kidding. You can check the tape if you're looking
it's
on a
gone.
video.
Kyle, do you,
Tape
do you,
is
do you
gone.
still talk to those people that you used to go to Sears with?
Yeah, we had one of them on. Dominic was on
nice.
a phone, and we talked to Dominic about he has an undisclosed person he knows who works
Yeah.
for Sears.
I forgot about that. Dominic
And
had
we're
like a
trying to get
mystery-
them on the podcast.
Dominic had like a deep throat, like
A deep,
in to Sears. He was like my friend.
A deep throat in.
Yeah, he was
so
like,
far, they don't want to be on.
Yeah. Listen, I understand it's a hilarious thing to call, but we've all seen All the President's Men, right, Clark?
The what?
All the President's Men.
Clark.
The
Watch
president's
a
men are.
movie. All the President's Men, Deep Throat,
It's a book and movie.
about Watergate.
They're deep throating at
Yes,
Water
it's
and
a, it's a
Bernstein.
porno about Richard Nixon's Watergate scandal.
Okay.
No, I will say
I'm sold.
I will say that was insane when Dominic's like, I have someone who works at Sears, but I can't say who or what they
Yep.
do.
What?
It's like, what?
So we're trying to. We're working to get that sorted, and we'll be
Okay.
checking back on that soon.
Do you
Okay.
miss your childhood?
Maybe.
So should we like do another question?
I think that's
or-
it. Remember when you said, "Oh, do you have a segment?" That was my segment. So
No, yeah, I figured.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
I think that's the energy pump we need to get out of here.
I just
As
am
soon as we
so-
get somewhere.
Yeah.
What do you miss about your childhood? Why?
What? I don't miss my childhood.
You just said you miss your childhood.
I don't remember seeing that.
You said, do you like being an adult?
Yeah,
Yes. Do you think it's better than being a child?
maybe.
Maggie, do you think being an adult is better than being a child?
Fuck no.
Really?
I don't. I don't.
Really?
Clark, if you could be any age forever, what age would you be?
Oh,
This is probably the age I am right now.
What?
Yeah.
What a healthy answer.
I'm having a great time.
I was
I'm having
told
a
by
great
my
time,
GI
too.
that I'm deteriorating forever. So I would
Yeah,
not
you know what?
pick-
That's true. Okay, so maybe we'll get
and
right
I
before
think,
that.
much like Maggie, this podcast is deteriorating. Let's get you out of here, Clark.
Yeah, Clark.
Thank you for staying with us. this
thank
week.
you for having me.
We'll head over to that Sears soon. But before we get out of here, what would you like to share? What would you like to say before we let you back to your little couch
That we're sharing tonight.
that we're sharing tonight?
Yeah.
I have so many movies to show you. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. I have an Instagram
Yeah, go and check that out.
I like how you said it like a question.
I
have that.
on Instagram.
It's Clark_bar.
Whoa, we'll link that.
Do that. I got some shows coming up. I forget the dates, but I usually
Great
post.
Great plug.
There.
So check out shows.
Yeah.
At the future.
Yeah, check out Clark on Instagram and then shows in general.
Do we have a
we
what
can
show
follow
coming
each
up
other.
soon? Is it May? Isn't it May 19th, or is that still up in the
No,
air?
it's a whole thing.
Ah, jeez.
Whoa.
I'll tell you later.
I keep taking
Okay.
like days off of
I'll tell you later.
days off of work and then these fall through.
I know. We're figuring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, keep an eye out for the way what show
In the future, there will
in
be
the
one
future. I'm sitting like Jabba again.
Yeah. Something about the cross leg makes it not as bad.
Oh,
now it's like, oh, I'm a cool guy. Like, hey,
I am a cool guy.
Welcome to the cool office.
You look like the paperclip that helps you on the desktop.
Clippy?
Yeah, you look like Clippy.
Clippy.
Wow,
Thank you.
Kyle,
That
now
means
that
a
you're
lot.
saying it, Clark, Kyle's always been Clippy.
Yeah,
He's Clippy.
you're kind of Clippy.
Kyle, you're Clippy.
Okay.
You're Clippy.
I'll take it. I'm
You're
Clippy.
Clippy, man.
I'm Clippy.
You're a helpful guy.
Yeah,
Is there
you
anything-
are.
Hey, are you trying to do? You need any help?
Yeah.
You
Not
trying
right
to do
now.
something?
Should I put a comma here or not?
You don't need a comma there, right? Are you trying to copy and paste?
Mm-hmm.
Use the Command C
Hey,
function.
Clippy, what do you miss most about your
Oh,
childhood?
Miss Sears. Hey, Miss Sears
Wait, Kyle. Wait. What age?
Yeah.
would
you
be
be?
my ideal age.
Forever. Yeah.
Hit me. Do it.
Go ahead.
Why
You're not going to upset any of us. I don't know why.
There's no.
Yeah.
There's no. The way you're looking at me is like it's like you are not gonna like this answer.
No,
And I don't
that's
think
not-
there's an
You're going to
answer.
be like 2?
Yeah,
honestly,
2
I-
sounds pretty good.
I would go with the age I am right now.
Nice.
Really?
You guys are so.
Yeah, I mean,
mature.
I mean, I just thinking back, like I had a lot of fun, in Sears' heyday.
Yeah.
But I was
97.
also, I feel like I've evolved and moved ahead, and it's hard to want to go back.
Yeah. I have a lot of really good memories of being a kid.
Yeah.
But then if you think about that time, you get flooded with a lot of really
That's what
embarrassing
happened.
That's true.
memories. Like terrible
Yeah.
memories
Yeah.
that I block out.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you know what? I'm going 7 because
Wow.
those were the Super Mario heydays.
I'm sorry.
Wait, so that convinced you to
Hang
go
on.
back?
Clark said that he had a really embarrassing child, and you said, that reminds me of I actually want that.
Yeah.
You know what? Well,
I
I
like
think,
that.
when I was 7, it wasn't too bad, and man, Super Mario
Yeah.
days. Those were the heydays.
You can't be too embarrassed.
All
I
right.
feel like I do want to share something.
Yeah. Well, we
I
already
might
passed
have-
up the fridge notes. But
I
go
might.
ahead.
This is hang on. If this note just came, it just fell on the ground.
Oh
Let
yeah.
me pick it up and
Our
put it back on the
magnets
fridge.
Suck.
This is maybe the dumbest story ever. But
Do
Clark,
pray,
you just
tell.
remember, I feel like one of the most embarrassing things that I can remember from being a child, and this is not that embarrassing, but like the feeling that I felt was traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
My mom took me to like her friend's house to have her friend watch me or something. And I was watching a Winnie the Pooh movie, I don't know which one, that I thought I had seen hundreds of times.
Okay.
Like I thought I knew this movie forward and backward.
Uh-huh.
But a scene started that I was like, what is happening? What is this? I don't remember. And it was like Rabbit got lost in the woods or something.
Classic Rabbit.
Okay.
Like it was that. Like it was a normal Winnie
Which
the Pooh
character is
scene.
Rabbit again?
The rabbit.
Oh,
The-
yeah, that's
yeah.
right. That's right.
So I turned to my mom's friend, and I don't know her name anymore. And I said, is it just me, or is Rabbit lost in the woods? And she had the reaction
Yeah.
you just had and started laughing at me so hard. And I remember feeling like mortified, because to me, I was like, we're all agreed this is not a scene we've seen before, right?
Yeah.
Like this woman
Yeah.
had probably never seen this film.
Amazing.
A probably 5-year-old child just looked at her in the eyes and said, is it just me, or is Rabbit lost in the woods?
Dukoff, pray tell. Is it me or is Rabbit lost in
All
the
right.
woods?
Dukoff, pray tell. I think Dukoff, it's time to finish the podcast.
Goodbye, goodbye, anon. But for long we go. So long, D. Clark.
Goodbye.
You know what we could do is we could just call the the genre of music that our theme song is jizz music.
It is jizz. And now that you
Like-
say it, I just
realized it. It's not jizz music the way jizz music in Star Wars is.
No.
But that's because in the Star Wars universe, that's what jizz music sounds like.
And in Earth,
And in Earth,
this
is
jizz.
jizz music.
So next time someone says anything about jizz, refer them to the podcast for Roommate Lovers.
Yes. If you ever hear someone
And they
talking
can
about
hear it.
jizz, you make sure you send them this way.
And you know what else you can refer them to is our merch.
Hell yeah.
It's like the second to last week of merch. So get it if you want it. We got hoodies, we got shirts. They're very cozy.
But you're getting to the beach soon. It's summer, baby. You're gonna want that tank top.
Hey, and shout out to my good best friend, buddy old pal Ryan, who did get the tank.
Hey!
And I mean,
and that's why Ryan is 30% hotter.
well, and he was like, "This is really tight. This something about this seems wrong?" But according to his lady friend,
It looks
she's
good.
liking it, and
I
that's what I
think-
said. It shows off all
Dude,
the right parts.
yes, I normalize straight men wearing tight
Yes.
clothes.
I mean, he looks
okay?
good. He's got the arms to pull it off.
Yes, he does.
Now I'm just talking about Ryan.
Now we're talking about Ryan's hot arms. Thanks,
Anyways,
Ryan. Hope you're listening.
Hope you're listening. Anyways, please help us help you. Send us anonymous questions.
We want to help you, folks. Please send them our way using the forum and down below. You can find questions on the internet. You can send us a
Yes.
voicemail. The phone number for that is on the ground, but
It's
it is
on the ground.
989-442-7575. That's 989-44-ASK-RL.
Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. You can leave a review of the podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. It really helps
Just
us
scroll
out.
on down, give us 5 stars, and then write a couple words. The words could be anything like,
Oh man, this is so funny. I can't believe how much I laughed.
Yeah.
Everyone around me looked at me like I was crazy. And then I said jizz out loud.
see, this is why you don't need to do the copy. We will
No.
write the copy for you.
We'll write the copy for you. But hey, there's no copy needed in this copy paste because we're out of here.
Bye.
Okay, I'm Kyle.
I'm Maggie. Go for a walk.
Everything is going to be alright. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Oh my goodness, this is my third time trying to call you.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. Man, my phone service sucks.
Oh gosh, you know what you should do?
What?
You should switch to the service I use.
What is it?
AT-AT.
AT-AT?
Yeah, AT-AT.
Oh, tell me about it.
It works really good unless you wrap a cord around all 4 legs.
Oh no, and then I better be down for hours.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm gonna switch to AT-AT anyway.
Switch to AT-AT
more
today.
coverage and more love, and it can even work on snow. It's amazing.
If you switch to AT-AT today, we'll buy your old comlink. No questions asked.
Oh, that's good to hear because it's been acting up. And don't even get me started on my Lando line. Ugh.
AT-AT, the perfect force of nature.
Wappa!
That's it. Bye bye.